Hello everyone, Praise Good here, and welcome back to more of Tears of the Kingdom. Last time, after handling some building quests with Addison, we started making our way up here to Hyrule Castle, where we were immediately told, no, go straight to Captain Hawes. So talk to Captain Hawes. Captain Hawes is in a weird place. Like, you would think he's a captain directing things. He would be like, at least inside of somewhere, giving out orders from inside a place. Or right in front of a major gate. So that's basically a choke point that says, "Hey, you need to go through this choke point in order to be able to talk to Captain Hawes." But no, he's like standing on top of a place, which is where your ascend ability is going to come into play. Hi, Donald. That's your one Fire Emblem joke you're going to get out of me. Alright, first gatehouse is where we need to be to see Hawes, but he's not here. Once again, if there's anything here you think you can use, you can grab it out. Also, don't worry too much about the death floating out of the floor that looks like a terrible bad day. It's purely cosmetic to kind of let you know, hey, this is a little dire around here, watch your step. This would be our man. Sorry, but I was in the middle of something. Link, is that you? You're alive! And on one piece, it looks like. Except my right arm. My right arm's a little... necropsied? Necropolized? That's the word, necropolized. Does that mean Princess Zelda is safe too? Anna? What's a relief! I know she's alive. Hang on. You're alone? But you heard the princess calling out to you, and you're here to help with the search. I see, maybe I don't. I'm a little confused, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is continuing our search for Princess Zelda. I'm relieved to see you come up here and help us out, though. We needed some good news. The sheer amount of gloom has gotten overwhelming. Our work carries on, but we've been at a bit of a dead end. Captain, it's the princess! I don't believe you. Okay, I believe you. Princess Zelda? She's safe! Princess Zelda can fly! Since when could she do that? Wait, what? You saw that too, Link. Unless we're both having the same hallucination. Yes. You saw Princess Zelda turn into light and fly off, right? How strange. This is an emergency situation. Why would she leave without saying a word to us? We need to let Purah know about this as soon as possible. Considering what we just witnessed, I think it makes sense for us to withdraw, but it will take a bit. Please, you must tell Purah about what happened here as soon as possible. Now, as soon as possible does mean effectively right this second. And I believe we cannot go inside of like that one area, gatehouse, or you want to call it yet either, without doing this. So, scale your way down the walls. And head back to Purah. We do have to take the long way back to Purah. And I do mean long way. Because, reminder... I shot an arrow by accident. Good thing it just sticks in the ground. Can't glide yet. Just a reminder, can't glide yet. But yeah, we cannot go into the various storehouses or the various offshoots and storehouses at this point yet because people are blocking it. And them blocking it off stops us from exploring more detailed areas of Hyrule. So talking to Purah again and kind of getting our next objective or place to go should clear off all these, I hate to call them NPCs, but that's what they are. Should clear off all these NPCs and give us the go-ahead to go do more exploring. But talking to Purah and getting I'm pretty sure we're gonna get an item and kind of a general idea for exploration from her. So talking to her and basically pursuing this quest outright is a good idea just to get things moving.
Now, while we're walking back, I want to talk about this because it's not very evident right off the bat, but I do want to mention is that, well, you can see that shrine out there, which I will take a second to mark. Well, you can see that shrine out there. Shrines are a lot easier to see now just because of how things are indeed handled this time around with Tears of the Kingdom. They're a little easier to notice. But if a shrine looks like that, green swirly twirly coming off the top of it, you haven't been there yet. If the green swirly twirly is no longer on top of it, but you do see basically an opening on the front of it, you finished it. Pretty simple? Yes. Yes, it is. Sounds stupid to bring this up? Yes. Yes, it does. Do I have to do it anyway? Yes. Yes, I do. Anyway, I think with that explained, I'll actually I'll meet you back at the lookout landing. Especially because I can't warp there. Alright, and we're back at lookout landing. Don't talk to me. Dang it, I was going to try and make it cool. Well, let's just take the shortcut up here. Hello! A lot of times if you do the ascend and you appear like basically right underneath an NPC, they will have a minor freakout session. Nothing that will deter you from advancing the plot, but just have a minor freakout session. Link, well, did you find anything? Yeah, I saw the princess.
What?
She turned into a ball of light. She flew away. She might be a fae. And as all good people know, the fae are not to be trusted. If you see a fairy, destroy it. You're telling me Princess Zelda was at the castle and then she's transformed into a light and flew off? I gotta say, your stories are always so wild. But if you're telling me that's what you saw, then I've gotta believe it. Sounds like we need to change our approach. Since the princess flew off, maybe we should redirect our efforts and dig into the upheaval. For now, at least. I've already got a few regions in mind to start exploring. I bet we'll pick up clues about where she flew off to as we look around. Oh yeah, still got the Purah pad, right? Can I see it for a second? Okay. I mean, you made it. It's got your name on it. It's a little worse for it, but seems to be functioning fine. Aha! Alright, I forgot that before we can look at your overall map of Hyrule, we need to add map data from right around Lookout Landing. And for that, we need our Skyview Tower. Joshua, what's the status of the Skyview Tower right now? Let me see. Broken! Hourly, the structure looks like to be complete. Also note that cave in the background there. And that Bloopy looking right at the cave in the background there. Oh, but the travel point is still undergoing final adjustments. Travel points need tweaking. Sounds like I better get cracking. Sorry about this, Link. I'll fix it up quick. Just hang on tight. In the meantime, why don't you rest up? You must be pretty tired. Merge Shelter just a spot for you. It has 3 beds, a kitchen, so it's well stocked for getting some rest and rejuvenating yourself. Yeah, if you want more info, talk to this guy who's already opened the hole for you, because you do things out of order, because I think you've been here once before. Have you done this once before? If you need clothing for your travels, go to this shop over here. I'll be over by our Skyview Tower, so when you're ready to head out, just let me know.
Yeah.
Alright, Joshua, let's work on our final preparations for the tower. I'll handle the travel point.
Check it.
Joshua, you're in charge of the switch. Okay, Doc. You can count on me. Funny little thing I will mention is just a weird side tangent I thought of. I pretty much have become horribly embedded in this current mythos of Legend of Zelda. Basically this Breath of the Wild era. Because I've done a playthrough of Breath of the Wild. I've also done a playthrough on YouTube for Age of Calamity. I bring that up because I'm pretty sure the voice actors who voiced Purah in Age of Calamity reprised the role for Tears of the Kingdom. Anyway, hello. Let's see. Buy my stuff. So I'm going to... now that we're here at the shop proper and kind of been directed here, you can kind of see how this all works for selling your stuff back to a place. You can sell cooked items if you want to. Not really worth it. Maybe to sell the stuff Addison gave us, or Quest stuff gave us. But I need to acquire, I'm pretty sure, close to 500 rupees to get some better armor, just so we don't die. Oh, hey, look. Money! So, I'm going to just sell one. But these rubies that we got and other more fabulous gemstones, so to say, are good for selling to get better items. So let me see here. 120, 130. It would be the best idea to buy the Hylian hood for now. Just so we can have headgear and also have like more than 3 armor. But we will need 250, another 165 rupees, which we don't have right now, so we'll just stick with what we got for armor at the moment. I was like, I turned around, that door just flung open. I'm gonna jump down here because I don't think anything else has changed down here yet. No, it has not. We'll have key story beats happen that will change what it looks like down here in the emergency shelter, but that's not gonna happen at this moment. So for right now, we're going to head up to the Skyview Tower just to progress things in such a way. Put this here, the necklace there. No, that's not quite right. That should do it. Hey Link, you all set? I just wrapped up here myself. Trial points is working fine now, or it would be once you do your part. And that would be... Hooray, Joshua! Pull the switch! Hey! And the switch would be... All Skyview Towers have now been activated. Just like that. Just with a simple flick of a switch. Impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, Link, your turn. Go hold the Purah pad over that terminal. Okay. Wait. Anytime you tell me to do something without further explaining it usually involves me horribly maimed. We've been here several times. I don't think I like what's being presented here. But thou must. So at this point, we have now activated the warp point, so to say, for the lookout tower. But there's one more thing we'll need to do with the lookout tower before we can consider ourselves done with the lookout tower. Alright, the Skyview Tower is now activated on your map. I'll finish that full sentence sometime. That means you can now use this travel point to get here at any time, instantly. The same is true for every Skyview Tower you add to your Purah pad. Impressive, right? But Skyview Towers are about more than just traveling quickly. Their primary function is to survey the area, or more simply put, to make a map. The Purah pad works with the Skyview Tower and scans the topography directly onto the map. Pretty great, huh? Only thing is, you need a paraglider when scanning. Why do I need a paraglider when scanning? Purah, I don't like where this is going. Takes a lot of skill, and nobody here had what it takes. I don't like where this is going anymore. To be honest, that's why we haven't tested this out yet. We need you. Why do you always make your first subject the only test subject? Case in point, you. Which brings us to this. And now the comments can stop bugging me about using the paraglider, because I grossly guarantee that they haven't bugging me about using the paraglider because it was in Breath of the Wild and they wanted it here again. Right, it's showtime. Let's start with a test scan. Now it's time for our very first test launch. I mean, our first test. Just step over there into the circle and find me afterward, alright? I'll be observing from the research lab.
Yeah.
When the test scan is over, we'll have final briefing on the search for Princess Zelda. And also need to update your map with the places where the upheaval has wreaked the most havoc. Best of luck! So I just stand here. Purah, what's gonna happen to me? And this is how we get a proper topography and view of Hyrule. Very similar, almost identical to how it worked in Breath of the Wild. This is how we'll get a more detailed view of every map, and there are 16, I believe, of these Skyview towers. The first one's a freebie, because you're literally directed to go here and nothing else. It'll also give you an overhead map of everything. The area where we started the game is marked on our map by default, so we don't have to worry about that. But also, this is how we get to see higher up places. Like we pull up our map, we can see that there's this thing behind us, which I'll leave that be for now until we activate a certain quest. Actually, oh, no, we can't even look at it anyway. I had to stop in parts so I could even do this. So, this right here for a specific quest, I'm going to just put a leaf on it just to be safe. Just mark it like that for now. Also, I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to delete this one. I should say, like, a lot of these stamps I'm deleting right now, I want you to note that you can have 300 of these particular stamps on the map at any one time, so you probably won't go over it. But just be wary that you don't want to have too many stamps on your map. Which, with that being said, I'm gonna... Oh, already got that one. And I'm pretty sure... Sorry, this is a little bit of, like, management here that I probably could have done at any other time. But we're doing it now. Alright, I'm going to put this here so we haven't even discovered this part of the map. Which is kind of why I made the... Dang it. Kind of why I made the point of, you know, scanning off... Seeing and scanning any islands you could from the sky. Because it will kind of transfer to the ground. Anyway. So we'll leave things be here. But this is how you're going to get into the sky. And why this die function will be important. Going into the sky won't have any... Well, we won't have any good use for that right now. So, exploring the sky like that, we won't do a whole lot of that to start off here. At some points, we may go there again and again. We may go, but we'll definitely fire off into the sky like that again and again as we look for more shrines. Welcome back. That was some good gliding up there. I expected nothing less. So, how'd it go? Did you get a proper map scan? I'm going to assume yes. I don't know. I can just kind of walk a direction and kind of know where I am. Good. That map is crucial to our search. There are Skyview towers in every region in this world. You'll want to make a point of visiting them all.
Yes.
Right. Let's talk about the upheaval. It's affected more than just the castle. Reports of other strange phenomena have been coming in from all over Hyrule. Let's have a look at your map. Okay. What's this all mean then? The first report comes from Hebra to the northwest. Next up is Alden to the northeast. The Gerudo are reporting trouble in the southwest. And finally, there's Lineru to the east. The strange phenomena are concentrated in these four regions. Can't say for certain, but I've got this nagging suspicion that we might find out more about Princess Zelda by looking into those phenomenon. Hey Doc, I don't know if this is helpful, but I heard something weird the other day. It was about someone who might have seen Princess Zelda at Rito Village over in Heber recently. That is pretty weird, yeah. Generally speaking, I don't put much stock in hearsay. But this does sound like it's worth looking into. Oh, and before I forget, Link, we've asked the Lucky Clover Gazette to help us in the search for Princess Zelda. There's nobody who knows more about the ongoings in Hyrule than them. You can find them near the entrance to Rito Village. If you go there, you should speak with the editor. I'm sure she could help you out in some way too. I'll be here, directing a variety of investigations into the upheaval's main chasms and ruins. I'll also be looking into different villages. Someone, somewhere, might know what's happening to the princess.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you to check out the major phenomena that are troubling regions around Hyrule, Link. We'll find Princess Zelda one way or the other. So that kicks that off, and that is part of what I mean when I say there's like a proper path I want to take us on before we do anything. Joshua dashing off there with a side quest is another thing we're going to handle here, but first things first, let's go talk to this guy here. Hi.
Well, look at this. You're the one I saw flying around the sky. It's great to meet the first one to ever be launched from a Skyview tower. A real historic moment. Hey, what's your name?
Jeff.
Link, you say? Hold on there. Really? Your name is Link? Hey, buddy, you've got the same name as that famous swordsman. Good for you. Pretty big name to live up to, though. I'm Penn, by the way. I work for the Lucky Clover Gazette. I'm writing an article about this event so folks everywhere will know about the Skyview Towers being activated. I better get to work. Our newspaper is short on staff, so I've had to flap all over the place to cover the news. Hey, we can use another reporter. You should join us. Seems like a brave type and all. That's what it takes. Our newspaper is based in Haber to the northwest. You'll find it near the bridge that leads to Rito Village. Stop by if you're up for the adventure of a lifetime in the newspaper biz. Until then,
So long. Bro thinks he's Kaz. He kind of is. Sadly, Kaz is no longer in this game. Is not in this game. I miss my bird friend.
And now that we can finally fly, well, fly is a loose term, we can head out on our adventure proper. Thank you all so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you next time. Take care.